try to work behind screens. Picked up here by Harden. Shoots over. Oh, no, he didn't.
Hello, I'm Alex Barnes, and my presentation will be on comparing point guard and shooting guard and how a point guard is more important in the game of basketball. So just to start off, as a point guard is also known as the one and typically the team's best ball handler and passer. They often lead the team in assists and are able to create shots for teammates and themselves. Most of them are quick and can score from the outside or in the paint area as well, depending on the skill level. They are mainly looked upon as the floor general or the coach on the floor to speak. They should be able to break down film and know exactly what the defense is doing before they even do it. Such as the quarterback in football. They are responsible for directing plays. Good point guards increase team efficiency by setting up teammates for easier shots. In the NBA, point guards are usually the shortest players on the team and are mostly 6'4" or shorter. As for shooting guards, you can refer to them as the two or the off guard. Along with small forward, you could also call them a wing. Most are prolific from three-point range and tend to be the best defender on the team. They move well without the ball to create open shots for themselves. Some have good ball handling skills and can create shots off the dribble. A versatile shooting guard will have good passing skills, allowing them to assume point guard responsibilities, also known as combo guards. Bigger shooting guards also tend to play small forward. In the NBA, shooting guards usually range from 6'4" to 6'8". And I have my father here with me to debate because he thinks that shooting guards are more important to the game than point guards. So I pulled up some stats of Steph Curry versus James Harden. Both entered the league at the same time, and Harden has been to the playoffs 9 times versus 6 for Curry. But Curry has 3 championships to James Harden's none. Curry has 2 season MVPs, and Harden has 1. Harden does have more assists in his career, but that's because he's played more games than Steph Curry. Due to injury, he's played more games than Steph Curry. So I would say to my father, what would you say to that?
Well, I would say this. You picked a unique situation to be talking about when you're talking about Harden and the position that he plays. His offense, the offense set up there runs through Harden, without a doubt. And then when you talk about Curry's situation, he's a better all-around player. He's efficient, runs the team, and he's got that 360 vision. Hit the shot from anywhere. But you're talking about a number 2 out there that I think the 2 out there is about 7 feet.
Okay, you make a good point. It's a different offensively set up in different situation, but the Rockets actually do have a good point guard themselves. But the way that James Harden plays, he needs the ball and is ball dominant, and he just dribbles way too much, and it disturbs the flow of the offense to me. So I would say he's more detrimental than actually allowing the point guard to do his job. I mean, I understand it's a different situation, but James Harden just dribbles way too much. He disturbs the flow of the offense and doesn't allow anybody else to get up shots.
Well, you know, that's true too. That's true too. It's been proven that when stars go down, somebody steps up, fills the spot.
Right.
Okay, but is it Harden's fault that he handles the ball all the time? Is he the coach and everything? Or what? I mean, you know, is it his fault that the coach allows him to dribble the ball out, you know, all 10, 15 seconds, whatever left on the shot clock, you know?
It may not be his fault, but I think he can, as a player, his IQ should be better than that, which goes back to the point guard situation. The point guard is usually the most knowledgeable on the floor. So I guess James Harden doesn't realize that he's actually doing more harm to the team than he actually does. He just has that shooting guard mentality. So I would just say a point guard is way more knowledgeable and just has a better feel for the game and to get people involved. So that's my take on that. That's my opinion.
Hey, you know, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, like I said, when you talk about unique situations, who's the point at the Thunder?
Russell Westbrook.
Okay, but he does point, wing,
Yeah.
king,
Different situations, but
well, that's my point to this situation when you talk about Harden and Curry. You know, Curry's the general on the floor because he's got the whole court.
right.
I mean, he's got backups from everywhere. Look at you talk about the stats.
right.
How they winning all these championships? They stacked out there. He's
Right.
got a truckload of
But
help.
everything I would say runs through the point guard. The ball movement, the flow of the offense. He's the main one with the ball in his hand, going up the court, and he's the one who initiates the offense. So
Well, Harden does. Harden initiates
Exactly.
offense, but he
Then
finishes
why doesn't he
it.
have
But he
any
finishes it
championships?
too. I mean, you know, that's all.
why doesn't he have any championships?
Supporting cast.
That style of play hasn't been
Supporting
effective.
cast. Supporting cast. You got to have it. You got to have it.
He has it, but
Who
his style
who
of play
does he
isn't
have?
effective.
Who's there?
He
Chris
has-
Paul.
he has
He's not a
good
proven
finish.
championship himself.
They had it last year. They was up 3-1 and they blew it. Chris Paul went down. The point guard. I'm glad you brought that up. Chris Paul, the point guard, went down.
Well, it wouldn't matter. Anybody you lose at that status on the team.
That status,
It's gonna kill that alone is gonna break the momentum,
yes,
regardless of who the player
that's
is.
correct. But his position was a point guard, so they lost their floor general.
Yeah, but you
And
just said
the
that
leader-
Harden. You said that
the
Harden
leader
can
of the
keep the
team.
ball in his hand all the time.
Mainly,
So Chris
most of
Paul
the time.
cannot be the floor general if Harden has the ball.
Most
all
of the time, but when Chris Paul went down, James Harden had to hold the ball and dribble even more. So he really took over point guard responsibilities, and it didn't work out for him.
Well, you
So
know,
that's what I would say to that.
every part is key. You know, every part is key.
Okay.
But you know, well, I'll stand down. You know, in this situation, you know, I'll take a loss. I'll take the L.
Well, I appreciate you debating with me.
Yeah, been
Appreciate
fun.